Hey guys, um, I'm going through withdrawal right now. It's not physical symptoms yet, but I'm hoping that that doesn't happen until tomorrow. Actually, I don't know when I can pick up my prescription. See what happened. Well, let me give you a quick rundown of the circumstances, the events that have happened through October and into this month. I found out that my mother went in the hospital. I found out my mother had a second stroke, and she could only move her arm a little bit. And then I found out that my mother had another stroke and that she would never regain consciousness again. Then I had to go out and see my mother on her deathbed twice. Knowing, both times I thought it was the last time I was going to see her. The second time was the last time I'd see her. I knew that. So before I went in, I took 2 milligrams of clonazepam both of those times. Because I thought, that's what my doctor of 9 years would have told me to do. Like, you take a little more on a very trying situation, but not all the time. And so, I know how to regulate my medication to where I don't take too much and I don't go batshit crazy. And I was pretty much going batshit crazy all last month because I should have had an increase. There's shootings going on all over the place. So you're going to tell me that none of these victims, these survivors, well, first of all, I don't. The one in the nightclub most definitely sounds real. The one that happened last night in California. That actually sounds like a real event. The one in Pittsburgh doesn't, and I don't know because I didn't investigate the yoga shooting down in Miami. But Pittsburgh, I believe that to be a false flag event. So anyway, I don't think that for no reason, man. I don't. The lack of evidence is more convincing than the actual evidence in this case. So anyway, whatever. So all these people that involved, witnessed such carnage and all that. Are they not getting medication for some kind of anxiety, some kind of tranquilizer or sedative? Because the trauma that I went through, my medication is being taken off of me. And I managed somehow through October to still have 10 pills left on Friday. And I took 3 a day. I'm supposed to take 3 a day. And so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then Monday, I took the last one before I went to see my therapist. Next thing you know, I go to fill the prescription. After I had to wait, I called her on Friday, make sure it's ready and there ain't no delays, because sometimes they often do that and I gotta wait a day or whatever fuck happens. So just make sure it's ready for me, because I'm pushing this one to the edge. So I got the prescription, everything's going good. I drop it off at the pharmacy. I get a call back. It clearly stated on the prescription, do not fill until the 9th of November. That I get 85 pills, 3 pills a day. That's 28.3 days. He wants me to go 31 days after the month that I just went through. And that doesn't include my brother stealing all my mother's money, dealing with the funeral homes, dealing with the doctors and nurses and the hospice, and dealing with getting her cat, and dealing with her landlords to get into the house, dealing with this assistant attorney to defend myself against these charges of theft that my brother obviously made up. You think that TV wasn't there when that TV was there when I was there with my mother. Okay, so don't give me no bullshit. That's a false fucking complaint. He's telling me I stole the TV. And his phone, I think he destroyed his fucking phone to make it look like he didn't care about it. For weeks we were asking him, me and my friend was telling him, get one. Your mom's in the hospital, she's gonna die, get a phone. No, I'd have to go find him in a bar. So anyway, my dog, he's in some kind of pain. He started this crying, this yelping. It just wouldn't stop. It was so bad, and it went like 3 times. And then we took him to the vet. But it was so bad that I was in tears. I couldn't do anything for him. And all he's got is medication. You know, I got a shot to take him to La La Land. So let's give him a vacation. $60 for that. That one shot alone. And he's still in pain, so he's got to go back. $55 from the door, just for the office visit. And then $100 per x-ray, because it's going to be about like his front legs. From jumping, I guess from jumping down off the high bed and all that stuff, and maybe I picked him up wrong, maybe I tripped over him in the kitchen too many times, and I don't know how you fix whatever's wrong with him, because I don't know what's wrong with him, but I think I'm going to have to put him down. And the fact that I just had to go through all that and deal with the banks and everything to secure. There's $16 left over after I paid for my mother's cremation out of her money that I was beneficiary of. $16 left over. The GoFundMe page paid for the urn. So, I'm here having to prepare myself to put my dog down. Because what money am I supposed to use to pay for him when I just used all my credit cards and everything just to get through to do this? The cash that was from the urn, I put that in the bank. And I used the remainder of one of my credit cards to pay it. 'Cause I figured that way I'll just send him a $100 payment, and then instead of giving him all the cash, and then it would have been like an extra $70 or something. So I figured I'll just send him put it on a card, and I'll send him $100. So I sent all the credit card companies $100. I got one's a money order, and then I got 2 checks that can be written out for $100. And so what's left after that? Nothing. Nothing. I'll have in a week or so maybe $100 on 2 of the cards. The other one, the Amazon card, that was temporary extension of credit, so I won't. If I make payments of $100 a month, I still won't be able to put anything on that card until 6 months from now. So I'm playing with $200 worth of credit that isn't even available now. It's not available until they get the money orders and shit. So I can't do anything for my dog. And if I have to put him down, if I have to lose my dog, because I didn't even consider making payments to the funeral home. I just figured paying them all at one time. You know, there it is, take it. That was Mom's money, you just take it. But if I have to put him down because I don't have the money, because I took that money and I paid the funeral home to deal with my mother's corpse, I'm gonna, what the fuck? What the fuck? So I'm gonna have to lose my dog because I can't pay for his medical expenses because my mother had died and I took care of her with any means that I had at my disposal. But don't worry, Robin. Don't worry. Because the doctor called and he says you can have your pills on the night. I mean, I could go get them now. They're filled now. But I gotta wait till the 15th of December. That's That's at least a solid 11 days. That's a solid 11 days with no medication. He's basically, with the time frame and the amount of pills that I should have, he's basically taken 50% of my medication. Over that period of time, how many pills I should have, it adds up to like half of them not gone, you know, like you pick now. You're in charge. This psychiatrist is in charge of my psychiatric care, and he picks the month after one of the top 5 worst months in my life. To try to treat me like an addict in this benzodiazepine epidemic across the nation and reduce my medication by 50%. You're a class-ass jag-off, doc. And I've had it. I've had it with them. So I have not gone down to pick up that prescription. I know how to deal with withdrawals. I've done it before. 2 or 3 times I've detoxed. I either detoxed or I went through withdrawals, but I took myself off this medication just to prove that I could. Just to fucking prove that I was not an addict. And every single fucking time, my life fell apart and I lost everything that was closest, nearest, and dearest to me. And this doctor thinks that I'm just going to sit back and watch that happen to my life again. Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. Those pills, oh, they could sit there, doc. 'Cause I'm not going to run down the hill and get them. I can't. I walked down that hill to speak with the assistant DA on Friday. Okay? The charges against me from my brother and my charges on him for the assault, they kind of equal each other at. She says, I'm not accepting the charges from either one of you because yours would be a felony and his, he'd be looking at 1 to 5, but probably get parole for like 6 months or probation or some shit like that. And I was like, you know what, fine, cancel that because I definitely don't need a felony on my record. You know, I thought I was doing it legally, entering that house. I gained entry through the right way, but there wasn't a constable there. I didn't have the $80 paid a constable. So I have nothing to fucking argue back that no, I didn't take this shit because I actually did have his ID and social security card, which I didn't know was in my mother's shit. What the fuck is that doing in my mother's shit? So anyway, yeah, so I have to file civilly because you can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that my mother didn't give him permission to use the card as he wanted to. She did give him permission to get the money for the rent, but he would never return the card to her. And he took all the banking information, so she tried calling the bank, and she you know, anytime she'd be on the phone with somebody, Tuck would get on the other end of the phone, and he wouldn't let her speak. And basically, she was a prisoner in her fucking bedroom for an entire year, and I just turned a blind eye to it because it was too difficult for me to deal with it. So, you know, I signed the do not resuscitate order for my mother, and they listed cause of death on a death certificate as respiratory failure. When I read that, it was, why couldn't my brother do something? Why couldn't he fucking sign that? Why did it have to be me? Why was everything me? But instead of getting an increase in my medication to help me handle these things, my doctor wants to reduce my medication by 50%, just like that. He wants me to go through withdrawal, and then if not, well then if you just take 1 pill twice a day, then you won't go through withdrawal. A 0.5 milligram twice a day, doc. Okay, yeah, during this time. Yeah, sure. Class act jagoff. I'm gonna tell you what, if I was an addict, I'd have been down that hill on Tuesday when he said it was filled at the pharmacy. This is Thursday, and I'm not gonna pick him up until tomorrow. Fuck him. Fuck him. That's all I got to say. I'm not an addict, and he can suck my dick. Peace out, guys. God bless.